What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. The Goobers are back. Couldn't have picked a better time. We got some drama, some controversy, the best ball streets. For the people who aren't terminally online, you might have no idea what we're talking about, but we'll get into it. Brian, how you doing today?
I'm good. I was excited to see the NFL schedule get released yesterday. So now we have landing spots for rookies. We have week 17 matchups. We have all we need other than just, training camp information on who's the number 2 running back on various team depth charts. So pretty excited talking about some RTA tools. I learned yesterday what RTA stood for, real-time assistance. Pretty exciting. But I think we all want to know what Anthony thinks about the RTAs, but we'll bury the lead briefly just to catch up with Anthony. Anthony, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, fellas. Doing good. Glad to be here tonight. Eric got a little bit of a new style for the stream tonight. The Yankees cap.
Oh yeah,
looking like Aaron Boone over there. I like it. I know we were talking a couple minutes before we jumped on, and I was saying how the Patriots have, I think, either the easiest or second easiest strength of schedule this season. So really excited for New England. We've got, I think, the best receiver in the league, Stephon Diggs, coming off ACL at 33 years old. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see him have his best season of his career. And I need you guys to also educate me on what we've got going on in the underdog community, because apparently there's been a lot of drama the past week or so, and don't really understand any of it. So I'm here for you guys to educate me on it.
That's what we like to hear. I love that. So let me share screen real quick. Basically, establish the run, ETR, everyone's favorite website here, released the draft solver tool, which basically I bought it so we could use it today, so I can show you guys a little bit what it is. But it's basically just like telling you like the stacks you have, like it's basically just using ETR's ranks and stuff to kind of give you recommendations during the draft. And some people are very upset about it. Some people are mad. They're killing the games. They're taking away our edge. I'm never going to win Best Ball Mania now because Adam Levitan, his beautiful face over here, is recommending picks. I don't know. Personally, for Best Ball, I don't really care. I think the daily question is different, but I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. Brian, what do you think?
Well, I have a few thoughts. First of all, in the thumbnail, I love that they highlight Marshawn Lloyd. He's my guy. He's been my guy for months now. So that's a point for ETR right there. A point against ETR is that they're not tailoring to their entire audience. I'm being discriminated against actively as a colorblind American. I demand equal rights, and their tool does not cater to me, so therefore I don't like the tool. But on a more serious note, I think there needs to be some like questions answered about this, and I'm curious as more of an experienced underdog drafter, Eric, what you think about like what do you think the 2 biggest edges in best ball in like a best ball style tournament are, if you had to list them out?
I mean, it's probably just having roster construction that doesn't suck, which kind of includes everything, like not picking too many players at each position, or like giving the right draft capital to each position, making sure you're stacking. I'll put that all in one bucket.
I agree.
The other one is probably player selection, like player takes, which the tool doesn't really. I think that's probably the biggest edge, to be honest, in best ball. If you pick the right players, you're going to win pretty much no matter what. And the tool doesn't really help you with that specifically. I mean, it's going to give you the players that pop in ETR, but I mean, I already fucking do that and still lose anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I would say those are the 2 biggest ones. Why do you ask?
So I think I agree with you, and I think the way you ordered them is also right. I think roster construction, week 17 correlation, I think that is probably. I mean, obviously, if you didn't take Chase or Barkley or Henry last year, like you didn't do well in it from an advanced rate point of view. But I do think that the reason why people are upset about it is because one of the skills that you would have as like a good best ball drafter, quote unquote, is like, are you building well-constructed teams? And there's a lot that goes into that, like determining, like, you start 0 running back through the first 4 picks. Like, do you go hero running back? Do you go 6th wide receiver? Do you go elite quarterback or tight end? Like, the tool is sort of helping you answer those questions for you. So I think the problem people have with it is that like part of the skill of best ball is being able to construct a good team, and the tool is there to basically guide you in the right direction. Now, whether you agree with the tool or not is like one thing, but I still think that's the biggest problem people have with it, is that any sort of like supposed advantage or skill involved in constructing these teams is almost like unimportant now.
I mean, my take is that the edge in best ball is so small anyway that like it doesn't really matter that much. Plus, it'll take you so long to realize it that like does it really matter? Plus, the people who are using this tool and have heard of it are the ones who are probably pretty good anyway. All right, do we want to do Stu Barkley here?
Yeah, he's not inspiring, but it's
Barkley's
fine.
not inspiring.
No.
Did they roll this out like without any warning? Like, did anybody like in the underdog community like have any idea that this tool was going to be like rolled out, or is this just like you wake up one morning, it's like holy shit, now everything's different and people are pissed? Because that's how it seemed from like an outsider perspective.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: the Legendary Upside, another website, they released it's called the Sidekick 2 years ago, and no one really cares, probably because the Sidekick is not that popular, let's say, and like ETR is kind of mainstream fantasy. So like once they released it, it's like everyone kind of sees it. Whereas like in the past, like the tool, like Brick had like the Draft Caddy, which isn't too popular either compared to ETR. But like there were things like this in the past, and Underdog has said like, oh, there's no like you can't have a tool that automatically clicks the draft button for you. You have to like do it yourself. Like you can just make suggestions. You can't automate it essentially. But like these things did exist in the past.
Yeah, I think like anyone that plays Underdog inevitably, like more than just like one or two drafts a year, will eventually stumble upon ETR. So I think the fact that they're going to eventually find like people that draft more than a couple teams a year will eventually wind up probably using this tool is what is discouraging people more so than like the smaller sort of platforms that are out there that are a lot less mainstream and therefore make it a lot less popular.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. The people who are using this tool anyway are probably pretty good and know what they're doing. So like, does it really change that much? I would say probably not.
I don't know.
Are like the big fish, like the big time players, like are they the ones mad about this, or is this just like, like Joe Schmo who has never won a contest and has lost $50,000 playing this, be the one that's mad? Like that's what I'm curious about, because like that changes my opinion on it. Like if people who are like really serious and like good players are like, no, like this is bad, like this is going to affect me, then like okay, I'll hear that argument. But if it's like again Joe Schmo who's lost his life savings playing fucking Underdog, then I really don't have any sympathy.
Yeah, it seems like the people who are mad are like the people who are like the ball knowers who like think they can take everyone to winning. It seems like they think that like they're mad that ETR is like doing the thinking for people, which I don't really think is true, but that's what they're mostly mad about.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, you guys know more than I do, but it doesn't seems like a lot of hoopla about really not that much.
We're on the clock here.
I don't like how it looks. I'll tell you that right now.
ETR is recommending Bucky. I would take a wide receiver here, and pretty much no matter what.
I hate the color. Yeah, I can see, Brian, from your perspective, how this is very frustrating.
I can't tell you a single player available. I'm not even kidding.
I
can barely tell.
I mean, Jesus Christ! Did they have like a Helen Keller as the UI person for this? I mean, what are they doing?
Is that better?
Yeah,
it's better. Black and white is better than light yellow and white.
I picked T. Higgins there.
Good, that's the right pick.
Tunia says I drafted 1,300 teams with one last year and I'm still poor. Yeah.
Well, so you didn't have the right one, Tunia. You didn't have ETRs.
Yeah, you didn't have Adam Levitan telling you who to pick.
Where do you? Because I got my cheat sheet with me, but where do you get the week 17? Like, how do you extract extract that?
I thought it was on here.
Oh,
that's okay. You got me.
Do you actually? All right, I have it written down because
I got it. I know.
I haven't looked once.
So tell me, give me. If I give you a team, can you actually tell me who they play? You think you can do this confidently?
Wait, let's make this pick first.
All right, we'll make the pick first.
I would probably go. Is Marv there? No.
You like Njigba? JSN?
I guess.
I mean, if you don't like them, it's fine.
Well, I like Bryce Young, and they play each other week 17, so I'd be okay with that.
Let's verify that is correct. That is correct. Very good job. 1 for 1.
I know one.
Which
What's
one?
that?
Giants. Yeah.
Giants Raiders.
Giants Raiders. Yeah. But I will say, okay, going back to the tools thing, I will say for the daily drafts, this is changing everything. Because I mean, like, I have so many ideas of what I want to do. I'm probably gonna try and build one if I'm not lazy. I think that I could build one for baseball. That's because like right now for baseball, I can kind of do like 8 to 10 drafts at once before it gets a little hairy. If I had something like this to like automatically highlight, I could do like 20 at once, and that would save myself so much time.
Here's what I was thinking too. Like this would have been. I'm not saying I support it, but this would have been a perfect tool to use for playoff best ball. Like you're talking about, you know, the intricacies of like trying to stack your team with, you know, with other opponents that don't play each other potentially, the way the bracket unfolds. Like something like this would be quite helpful for that.
Yeah, the Sidekick had something like that last year, and apparently it wasn't very good. Because when you think about it, there's like a lot to consider with that. Like they were doing calculating in your head, so it's kind of hard for like an automated tool to do it. But yeah, I think it would help probably if you're doing multiple at once. I mean, that's really what it's for. To like the people who are going to use this mostly are the ones who are doing like 100 slow drafts at once, who like don't want to like have to reorient themselves to the board every time. We're like, oh, I already had like, oh, Pierce popping in green, fucking Zay Flowers because I have Lamar Jackson. Like I'm just gonna click and pick him real quick. I don't think it's gonna like really change that much for like the people who are sitting here drafting, because a lot of people were like doing the experiment where if you pick the top recommended player, the teams kind of suck anyway. Where like it's
is that true?
Like, yeah, it's like it's giving you like 4 tight ends a lot and like 4 running backs, which I don't know.
Wait, the ETR tool is suggesting like a 4 tight end build. How is that possible? What about like draft capital?
Apparently, it's only if you're like waiting very late on tight end, which if you ask Justin Herzig, he'll say that's fine. But I would not take 4 tight ends. It feels like a waste of.
Yeah.
Personally,
I struggle to take 2.
Yeah, but basically, I think it's more with efficiency that's going to help with at least this version. Obviously, the tools are going to get better. I had a very detailed tweet calling people stupid about this, so I'll pull that up real quick. I said anyone arguing against these 3 things should have their Twitter taken away. The current version of these tools are not good. They will probably continue to get much better. The fact that Underdog hasn't said anything is ridiculous, but they did say something and they said they're fine. So,
well, I have an objection because it is not Twitter; it is X.
Sorry.
Please call it by its appropriate name. It's under new
X,
ownership.
The everything platform.
Thank you.
By the way, before we get on the clock, correlation for you, Eric, for week 17. Philly plays Buffalo, Cincinnati plays Arizona, Seattle plays Carolina. Do with that what you will.
Yeah, so we're on deck here. That went over my head, so I was too busy reading who Adam Levitan was recommending we pick here. I think DK is probably fine. We could do the double Seattle if he falls.
Ugh. You like? Oh, thank God he took him.
DK's not in Seattle anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. What do we want to do here?
I like Pickens.
I can be convinced.
He's playing Washington. I also like Brian Robinson.
Who's also
Is this screen really zoomed in or no? Am I bugging out?
No, it's not zoomed in at all.
Do you want me to zoom in more?
Please.
Yeah, just don't make it green and yellow again.
You want more colors, you said?
No.
More colors. All right, I'll give you more colors.
Ugh.
That is kind of hard to see.
That is just an eyesore.
Really likes Omari and Hampton.
Well, he's just a value pick, but this guy's going to take him.
We're on the clock here. They want us to take Zay Flowers, which I don't mind.
I like Zay. They played Green Bay. A lot of options late in the draft to stack that game.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Slightly past ADP. It fits with the hero running back build, which I think is probably the best one to start.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that the tool just recommends hero running back over and over and over and over again, which there might be something to it. Maybe not. I don't know.
What do you think? I mean, I know you haven't done a lot of these drafts, Eric, but what do you think so far as the best start, like hero running back, double heavy RB, and then just like pound wide receiver. Like we talked a little bit about the early tight end. I still don't understand why people are taking Bowers at like the 1-2 turn. Makes literally no sense to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I like the probably my favorite. I've done 5 BBMs and a few sprints. Probably my favorite is the hero running back and just never taking tight end, just taking 3 tight ends in the last 3 rounds.
Love me some Henderson. I was hyped.
Really? You're in on Henderson?
He's a Patriot.
Oh yeah, right. Love me a good hero RB build.
What's up, Seth? Hero running back, I'll say, is definitely like the most justifiable type of build because you have like these amazing receivers. Most likely you'll wind up having like 1, maybe 2 like week 1 starting running backs, but you'll have a lot of like high leverage insurance handcuffs, the Garendos, Tyler Algier, Bashal Tutin, like, and you're like, damn, if like one of these guys takes on like a big role halfway through the year, like this team is going to be stacked. So that's my preferred build too so far.
Yeah. How many drafts have you done, Brian?
I've done about 5.
Okay.
So still early, but very comfortable with the board.
Okay, wait. I had a thought that this is about dailies. This is like the weekly NFL BRs that I'm thinking about. I had a thought, and you guys can help me solve this, that I think it might be bad to draft early in the week. Because unless there's like a specific thing that you're targeting that you know is going to rise, I think it's probably bad. Just because you don't have like by Saturday and Sunday, like the rate that players are being drafted is so locked in that like you know who you're getting good low ownership on. Whereas early in the week you have no idea who's gonna rise up and who's gonna fall.
Yeah, I guess you have some idea just based on like injury forecast, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like if you know like a guy, if you know
players.
like a starting running back is like doubtful or like 80% not going to play, it's like you can kind of forecast that. But I see what you're saying too. Like we always think like you're going to get like good like closing line value, I guess, early in the week, but at the same time, like it's hard to predict like who's going to be that like big riser. I think is what you're saying, right? And it's like you could get screwed where like you think you're getting great value on Tuesday, but then by Saturday, like you're not.
Well, my thing is like if you take a running back in the 6th round who you think is going to rise to the 4th round, that might even be a bad thing because the ownership of your team is going to be so high. Like everyone is going to be fully drafted.
Yeah, but the combination of the players you get taking somebody in the 6th versus the 4th every time is also like something to consider.
Let's make this pick here. We have 1 running back and 4 receivers.
Keep going receiver.
The play.
What about Judkins?
The play is Connor to correlate with T. Higgins.
Oh, is that correct?
What about David
Cardinals and
Montgomery?
Bengals.
Montgomery correlates with Minnesota.
Wow, he's just doing this off the rip.
This is how
we'll do Connor, but
why don't you like Montgomery? Why do you don't like you hate Connor every year? I don't understand it.
Trey Benson, bro.
Trey Benson is ass.
You don't know that. He might not be.
He didn't play last year.
He might even be James Conner.
He might if he's lucky. But we wouldn't know because we haven't seen him.
All right, wait, I need to take away this thing on the top.
It's the classic box versus the boat.
Yeah. All right, we're back on the clock. ETR is going to recommend Jacoby because they have a crazy rank on him. But any strong opinions here? Caleb Johnson's not bad. Matthew Golden's
I like Shakir.
Ooh, I was going to say Shakir's a good pick. I like Golden too, though.
All right, we'll do Shakir.
Although the Packers, you just never know, man. Like I feel like they have a new wide receiver one like for like 2 or 3 weeks, and they're like, oh no, we like Reed. Oh no, we like Wicks. Oh no, we like Dobbs. It like changes every 3 weeks. Hard to predict.
You know who the real number 1 is Mr. Tucker Kraft.
Yeah,
it is. I wouldn't be surprised if he led the team in receiving. I'm not even kidding.
Ooh, that's a big ass.
Okay, wait, Benson has gotten positive coach speak. We're back. We can't take Connor anymore. Off the team, James Conner.
He's a great water boy.
But going back to the BR question, where like you get access to like different weird combos, but like I was saying, it might not be like I'm so like ownership pilled because I've been playing baseball, and ownership is, I don't know if I should say this. Ownership is like the only thing that matters. Like just getting weird is like gonna kind of change your ROI significantly. So in baseball, I like to wait until one, the lineups are out, obviously, and two, until like the ADP is kind of locked in, just so I know the guy that I'm picking is going to be low owned. And that was just a thought I had for NFL BRs too.
Yeah, but how many times did we say after like watching or seeing what the dog bowl winning lineup was for that week? It was like, oh, you could have never have gotten that combination on like a later in the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
12 mans.
Dog bowl is different. Dog bowl, I agree with you. For the 6 mans, I think that it pretty much doesn't matter at all. Unless, like, I think last year there was like a slate where McCaffrey was questionable, but like everyone kind of knew he wasn't going to play, and Jordan Mason was still going in like the 4th round. Like that was a different story,
right? Because that's just like, I mean, that's like 4th round, but should be going like top 5,
right? Yeah.
I mean, that you don't really get that too often on Underdog, at least from what I've seen last year.
Yeah, every once in a while you will, but yeah.
I mean, technically we got it this year. Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, different contest though, so it doesn't really matter.
He still rose pretty high towards the end. He was still getting drafted in like the 60s.
That's because people thought he was going to be a corner.
Right.
And play like 5 snaps of receiver, which was ridiculous to think.
I mean, that's what I thought.
Why, though?
Because I thought he was a better corner.
But wide receiver is so much more valuable.
Yeah, but I thought he was a much better corner. I don't know. I don't watch ball.
We still don't know if he's superior one way or another. We'll see. We'll give it time.
Burrow's gone. I like Dak.
We could wait on Dak.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there for the future.
Oh yeah, Dak and Ferguson. That's a nice little double.
Oh, I'm so sick of the Cowboys. I just can't watch this team anymore, man.
ETR thinks the Colts are the second coming, so they want Pittman. Jonnu Smith they recommend.
We love Jonnu Smith, especially last year. We love Jonnu every week.
Any strong opinions here?
The Jonnu fan club.
I like Shaheed. Jalen Warren's fine, but not that inspiring.
What about Bupa? I know Eric hates him, so we're not going to draft him.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm steering the drafts here, buddy. You better watch your mouth. I think honestly, do I just take Dak here? I mean, nothing seems extremely inspiring.
No, we're 20 picks before ADP. Plus, we still have like 3 quarterbacks available.
All right. So what do we want to do?
Who's available at running back? Okay. Anyone else? I like Tootin, but we could wait probably.
I could see. I'm not. Oh, yeah, let's make the pick first before I say anything.
I
don't think you guys are going to go for it.
Tootin.
I'm a big Tootin guy, man. I think he's going to be really good this year. I really do.
Seth likes Mason in this range.
Is Mason still there?
No, he went in between our picks.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
I like Scattaboo this year. I could be talked into him.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think Tracy's that good. The thing is, like,
Scattaboo is that good.
Oh no, he's a tough runner, man. He's a tough runner. He's a downhill
lunch pail guy.
He's a lunch pail guy.
Last one out.
Yeah, grinder.
Yeah.
A little bit of Danny Woodhead in him.
Yeah.
No, he's better than Danny Woodhead. I think. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Here's
my thing with Mason. I did the same song and dance last year with who was the backup running back from Minnesota?
Ty Chandler.
Yeah, it's fucking so much Ty Chandler. Fuck that guy.
Oh, I remember those conversations.
I had 40% Ty Chandler. Fuck that guy. Never.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
here's
doing
the
Minnesota
thing.
backup again.
But he's not gonna. I don't think. I love Aaron Jones. Have him in Dynasty. He's like a brand guy for me. I really like. Guess how many rushing touchdowns Aaron Jones had last year? He missed
5.
I think he had 3.
Wow. No shot. Really?
Yeah, he doesn't. He cannot score touchdowns on the goal line. It's crazy.
You 2. Oh, 5.
5. Okay, 5. Oh, good guess, Anthony. I thought for some reason I thought it was 3 in my head. But
I don't know. I think that's kind of just.
It's not though. It's his whole career.
He just ran bad.
Whole career. He doesn't score.
All right, let's look again.
Wait, okay, Brian, I need you to educate the people. I got into an argument yesterday about injury-prone players because I said that that injury prone isn't real, and that most players are just unlucky, and like the players that are injury prone, we can't like who knows what they are. We can't predict.
How did this come up? Was this with Tatum or something?
No, it's about NFL. I forget who we were talking
okay.
about, but someone said to me, this guy goes, you sound like you just heard this argument and parroted it from someone smarter than you. Like, buddy, tell them that I've been fucking arguing about this for 10 years, like probably longer than 10 years.
We've been going on this. I mean, honestly, since we started watching sports, this has been an argument, him and I, because I am of the opinion that injury prone is a real thing. So, like, Eric has constantly fought with me on this. There's a few things that, like, we usually agree on a lot of things. This is something that we do not agree on, and I always go back to, like, the Rashad Penny. I mean, the guy that literally just had a season-ending injury every year of his NFL career. But like we have been talking about this since Rashad Penny was in the league as like that's like my guy. So Gumby has been nothing forthright on that since day
Shout
one.
out Will Fuller.
Will Fuller. Yep, another guy.
This guy better not take Dak.
He's not taking Dak.
Does he have CD? He does have CD. Oh Jesus.
He's not taking Dak.
He's gonna take him. He doesn't take him. Smashing that. Let's wait. We have to see if ETR recommends it. Oh, 10.0. We have to click it.
I mean, if ETR says it,
they're loving that value right there. That's great stuff.
It's not. That's at ADP.
I feel like that's the PT and Eric though. Like he's gonna, they're never gonna say, "Oh, nobody, this guy's injury prone." It's gonna be like, "There's a scientific reason as to why every injury happens. Find out more in the Discovery Channel."
What do we want to do here?
Do we want to lock up Ferg? I like Mims.
Ferg? He's going way later, isn't he?
Yeah, I know, but you wanted to reach 2 rounds on Dak.
Yeah, let's do Ferg. Fuck it. I do.
I mean, it's not even reaching that much. It's like he might
not.
Come back to us.
I didn't see. What did ETR give us on that one? I missed it.
10.0.
Really? Oh, we're rich. We're rich.
It's almost like you don't need the tool to know how to draft.
But yeah, I like my thing. Like there's probably people that are injury prone, but players that get injured 3 years in a row, that's fucking noise. Like guys are injury prone until they're not, and then they are injury prone, then they're not, and then they are. I don't know.
Well, don't forget, people had people, myself included, said that not CD Lamb said that Christian McCaffrey was injury prone. Like this is like 4 or 5 years ago. Eric was vehemently calling me stupid. It was a very tough time for our relationship, but we pushed through. But yeah, that was a player that I was convinced was just that cannot stay healthy, cannot have a full workload. Will always miss at least 5-6 games. And then
were you wrong?
Well, he had 3 great years, and then he had a season-ending injury.
Yeah, it's probably just luck at that point. Who would have thought? I mean, like 40% of NFL players miss games from injury. It's just luck.
What do you say about?
Like if I had a 60% chance of making money on an NFL slate, sign me up.
What do you think about it? Like if we approach it from the opposite angle, though, do you think there's anything to guys who just don't get injured, who rarely miss a start, rarely miss a game, always on the field, somebody I'm just gonna throw it out there a Travis Kelce, he never misses time, I think he missed a game a few years ago because of COVID. Literally, when they were doing COVID protocols, he had to miss a game. But he just doesn't miss games. Is there anything to that angle of it? Or
I mean, there's probably players who are more likely and less likely to play through minor injuries. But my thing is, we don't know who those players are, and that just looking at 4 seasons of injury data, you have no idea.
Well, I mean, T. Higgins, we can say that man either has no dog. He's playing for a contract, or he's just injury prone. Because that guy misses. That guy is he's going to be on the injury report before week 1. I can guarantee you that. If there's death, taxes, T. Higgins injury report. Those are the 3 things in life that I can guarantee every week.
If people aren't injury prone, explain old people always breaking hips. Well, you know what? It wasn't old people too. It was Chet Holmgren. He broke his hip. So wake up. Explain Mikal Bridges. Yeah, Mikal Bridges never misses time. Please.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's got to be something to it.
I think
maybe it's no dog.
There's probably players who have dog in them, but there's also probably players who don't have dog in them who just get lucky and don't get hurt. And how do we know the difference? Good luck.
I guess we wouldn't.
I don't know.
What about Kawhi? I think Kawhi's got some dog in him, but he's always hurt.
Yeah. All right, let's make this pick.
That's a conundrum right there.
We have 1-3-6-1 right now.
Can you filter by ADP? I need to see what I'm more. It's just easier to see here.
A lot of tight ends.
I like Tucker Kraft. Stacks with ball.
I don't want another tight end yet. Let's do running back or receiver here.
Ooh, the grades are low.
Any of the top 3 running backs I'm a fan of. I really like Ray Davis this year.
Anthony, and he takes on the top 3 running backs.
Really?
Ray Davis stacks.
Pick one quick.
Well,
all right, get Ray Davis. That's fine.
ETR gave us a 4.0.
I was panicking.
That's a good GPA.
I feel like I was being yelled at. Wait, why do you like Ray Davis so much? Because of the James Cook drama?
No, not really. I mean, Ray Davis scored a lot of points last year. Yeah, he had over 100 points, and I think
a lot wasn't a lot of it like just goal line stuff though.
Welcome to best ball, where touchdowns matter more than anything else.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
all right, we're on the clock again.
Who are they playing again? They play, is it Eagles?
Eagles,
right? Week 17. So we got correlation with Barkley and Shakir.
God, I hate everyone here.
If you were to take anyone, I'd probably take Eckler. Correlates with the Dak.
Who?
Eckler. Scroll down a little.
Oh, I missed it. We autoed Sam Darnold. He's stacked up. He's stacked up. We're good. We're good, fellas.
Yeah, we got him in JSN. That's not
the
worst thing, right?
We could take Elijah Arroyo.
I don't know who that is.
He's
Rookie
the tight end. Yeah.
I do know who that is. I don't know. The
injury
prone thing. I'm so rattled from the injury prone thing. That drives me up. Like
maybe we give your brain an injury. Is your brain injury prone now?
Here's my thing, right? So here's a great example. Let me fire this up for you guys.
All right.
In the past week, I came in second place in 2 MLB slates, right? Am I not clutch? I can't finish the job, or did I just got unlucky?
I mean, that's like
unlucky.
That's gambling.
Probably just ran bad. That's what these players are doing. They're gambling their body.
I don't feel like it's equivalent.
Not the worst auto. Our robots.
I feel like we just compared apples and a Snickers bar.
Both have nutritional value.
But speaking of MLB, I mean, I'm on fire. I got 1.9% of my lineups in the top 1%.
Wow. Holy shit.
Jeez. And you still haven't won, huh?
Still haven't won.
Some would get discouraged by that, but you're happy.
He says I ran good by getting second place twice.
I'm gonna win MLB tonight. I'm gonna take all Rockies, and we're just gonna go ham tonight.
Listen, that's how I got second place.
All Rocky lineup. All Rockies, yeah.
Yeah, they play at Coors. No one wants them, even though they play at Coors. They suck, but they play at Coors. I'll take them every time.
They're actually on pace to win like 30 games.
Yeah, Ray Davis good at football.
He is, and Ray Davis is going to be that. Like he'll be more involved. He'll probably play around the same percentage of snaps that Justice Hill will with the Derrick Henry split. But I think Ray Davis is getting more valuable touches.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting how Derrick Henry was washed last year, according to you guys, and now all of a sudden, big extension for the 31-year-old running back.
No one has ever failed after being extended at 31 years old.
He ran good.
Okay, all right.
Are you in on him again this year?
Yeah, until he proves me wrong. Why wouldn't I be?
I think I'd rather miss a year early than go in and just have my team ruined because of it. I would be able to justify, like, you know what, he was just better than I thought. But I would not forgive myself if I had like 20% Henry. And I'm like, why would I bet so much on a 31-year-old running back that played 50% of the snaps last year? That's not involved in the passing offense.
Now, that's a name I haven't seen before. Pat Bryant?
Oh, I have a funny story about him.
Oh, really? Oh,
I just don't know if I can say it on the stream without it coming off risque.
Oh, now you have to tell us in a minute.
All right, let's make a plan here for the pick. We have 2, 4, 6, 1.
I'd probably want to go Michael Wilson with stacks with Connor, correlates with Higgins.
Nah.
Okay. I've made my contribution.
Sorry, who did we say?
Michael Wilson.
I zoned out for a second there.
I guess we're going Michael Wilson.
I guess we're going
Michael Wilson. He's the wide receiver too.
Yeah, but I mean, do we really want Arizona receiver and running back without Kyler Murray? God, these people are autoing. It's too much for my brain. All right. Do we need another stack? We do preferably need another stack. What about all reliables? Jackson Dart, Theo Johnson at the end of the draft. Who says no?
Oh God, that's not inspiring at all.
Reliable for who? Not for the Giants.
That will be. I think
they didn't draft a tight end though, right? I don't think so, right?
I like Justice Hill and Will Shipley. Marshawn White's fine.
Justice Hill correlates with Zay Flowers. I'm good with that.
I just hate doing that.
Why do you hate doing that?
The 2-player stacked without the quarterback, I think, is dumb.
Oh, I could not disagree with you more. I'm almost when. Oh yeah, I mean, think you have to get the game right. You get the game right, you're good. You have more chances of if you hit that game right. The more players you have from the game, the better it is.
Yeah. After fading Henry last year, I will not be jumping back in a year later. Tend to agree with that. You know who I love though?
Who?
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh really?
He falls to the 112. Why does he fall to the 112?
Because wide receivers matter.
Because he's injury prone, allegedly.
No,
if he didn't get hurt last year, where would he be going? Ahead of Saquon.
Probably.
So we're going to dock him because he might get hurt again. So might Saquon.
Yeah, I agree with you.
If Saquon missed 5 games last year instead of McCaffrey.
Oh, 4th round, and I'd have 100% of them.
Correct. So that's my hot take of the day.
Michael
Brian,
Wilson, by the way.
How do I win the Elim this year?
Is the Elim the one that's 50-50 every week?
Yeah, 1v1.
I would not stack often. I would want to have I would not want to have like a double stack with my quarterbacks. I'd like to have I think the onesie positions will probably matter more in that. Like a Bowers, McBride, elite quarterback. Like I would probably more lean into that than I would just trying to build a balanced team like I am here. That's at least my reaction without having doing any experience in those.
Wait, let me ask a question. Does the draft screen look better now?
No, it's pretty far away.
Yeah. Zoomed out.
There you go.
I think it's perfect right there. Just don't do the colors, please.
because I put on my other monitor. I changed which monitor is on. I think
I have like a brain malfunction every time I see those colors.
How do you think I feel?
You want the colors again? No. All right, I'll put the colors back on.
Dude.
God.
I'll pass that feedback along.
That's like unbelievable.
Some are calling Pat Bryant the next Michael Thomas. Well, some might be stupid.
Michael Thomas, another one who's injury prone.
Well, his career is over now.
All right, what are we doing here?
Dunzo.
Do we want to do the Giants backdoor?
I would like to take Dalton Schultz.
Can we take Scattaboo?
What about the triple stack?
Oh, that's inspiring.
Oh my Lord.
We took Jacoby Myers. That is viable.
I think we have to do it.
All right, go ahead. You know I'm a Slayton guy.
I was in Davis's chat. I was making people discuss the Giants quarterback situation, and I'm sure everyone loved that. I baited everyone. I said Jackson Dart's going to win someone a lot of money this year, and everyone's like, "Ugh!" Everyone got very upset. Little did they know I was kind of joking, but also not really. I think on this team, I think it's fine because like Dak's pretty locked and loaded, whereas like we take Dart for the ceiling.
Oh, see, I think we should stop at 2, but I know you won't.
Never 2.
You and I can't disagree more on how to construct these teams.
Yeah. The only thing is this team might be a little bit thin at running back, but I'm planning on using Saquon score every week. So like
thin at running back.
That's the hero running back, right?
Oh my God. If I drafted this team myself, I'd be like, shit, I invested too much.
I mean, we have 33% of our draft capital at running back.
That's too much.
That's probably a lot, actually, yeah.
I know. 2 starters is too many.
This draft is going so fast. I think we have a bunch of people autoing. Oh, you know what it is? They changed it so that if someone misses, 3 picks in a row,
they go on auto.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's why it's going so
quick.
Probably smart.
Yeah.
That's such a smart idea. The 22nd drafts. Is this the 22nd draft?
Yeah.
If you want to have more time to think and process the picks, assuming we do one more, I would recommend a 32nd draft.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the patience for that.
Understandable.
We
We'll
don't
just
want
let
to
Anthony
think. We
Felix
just want to.
speak
We just
together.
want to go off the rip here.
What about this guy, Tesla?
I heard like they said he was like way overdrafted. They said he was like
Well,
a 7th-round prospect.
Well, he went to Arkansas after
Yeah.
playing at like a community college. Didn't
What's wrong
really
with
do
Arkansas?
much. So yeah,
Got
so
some
I mean,
against the Hogs,
is Arkansas is the Hogs?
the Razorbacks.
Oh, okay.
That's what a Razorback is.
Shouldn't we care about the Lions trading up though for someone?
I don't think so. The Lions just kind of want to get their guys, and I think he's just JMO insurance. Speaking of JMO,
Interesting.
my
So I
love.
shouldn't have taken him in the second round of my rookie draft.
I think he's fine to take there, depending on like assuming it's in the back half of the draft.
Yeah, it was. All right.
The OC. Did you see the positive coach speak on Jamison Williams? The OC said that he's going to have a breakout year, and I don't know what last year was, but if last year's not a breakout year, sign me up
No.
for some more JMO.
I think last year was some very positive flashes, but
Dude, he scored 185 points last year.
okay. But where did that rank amongst all receivers?
I don't know.
Good
I'm not
question.
sure.
I don't know. Are we
That
pretty
would be a
locked
good
in on
question.
Theo Johnson here, right? Unless there's another tight end pop in to someone.
Harold Fannin. That's the Duckfoot, right? The Duckfoot guy?
Duckfoot. I love Harold Fannin, man.
We have to take Theo for the 10.0 from ETR.
Yeah, I actually like it now.
That's a fun double with correlation on Jacoby Myers.
That's the first time.
Makes me
anyone's
feel
called it
smart.
Fun. When you agree with the solver?
Recap the team, Eric.
Oh, it might be gone.
No. No. The beauty is that Underdog will save the drafts in your completed. It's a new feature they just recently added.
Which one do we think it is? There we go.
The most recent one.
All right, so we got Dak, Darnold, Jackson Dart, Saquon.
Wow, that's a lot of alliteration right there. Dak, Darnold, and Dart. I like it.
Wow, there you go.
Nice. A lot of correlation with the name.
Saquon, Connor, Tootin, Ray Davis, Justice Hill, T. Higgins, JSN Pickens, Zay Flowers, Khalil Shakir, Shaheed, Michael Wilson, Slayton, with Jake Ferguson and Theo Johnson. Oh, we could do the draft report. Hold on. Let's generate this.
This is
Oh,
new,
there's
right?
a draft report.
This is from ETR.
I love my report cards. Let's see what we got.
I don't know if it's gonna work if I can show it on stream.
Well, you can just let us know what it says.
Let me see. Now that we got that done, let's draft the WNBA team.
I have been saying I feel like there has to be an edge in these like random weird sports that nobody likes.
Oh, there definitely is.
I said that was my intuition last year too.
Yeah, I played it for like the first 2 weeks last year, and then I was like, "What am I doing with my life?"
Did you win any money on it?
I came in second or third, honestly.
Wow.
Let's see if I can do this right.
Second or third out of 10 participants.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, too much. Yep. There you go.
Wow, we lost a lot of
Seems-
ADP
seems
value
bad.
because we took Sam Darnold 35 picks ahead of ADP.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. I don't like.
We got a
when
couple
it's
week
too
17 stacks.
Yeah, Connor, Shakir, and Davis. That's nice. James Conner, Michael Wilson, who you hate, T. Higgins.
This is pretty cool, actually. I kind of like this.
It'd
Our
be nice
best
if they
pick
had
was
that in
who?
the tool.
Flowers.
It is in the tool.
Flowers was our best pick. If you scroll down, I think so.
2.9
Well, he was just an
picks
ADP
of
value.
We're rich.
Wow, good pick.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that was
the
Brian.
thing. Like, I would rather draft with ADP as like the ranks and not ETR ranks. It's great to know that ETR is 50 spots ahead of Tyler Algier or Marshawn Lloyd, but it is not practical to pick a guy that you know you can get 2 rounds later. It's just hard to know like who's the player in this range of people that are most likely going to get drafted.
Numi, fix that, please. We're doing another one, right? You guys are down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm rock and rolling. I would love to get a team, or I would love our draft spot to be.
Oh, we need 11. Let's check the 30 mans. The 30 seconds.
I would like to get draft slot number. We'll do number 9. I like number 9. Probably get Amon Ra. Probably get like a Drake London That's fun.
Maybe Puka.
Who would you? Okay, so I guess we have some time to kill.
We do.
Tell me who your top 5 receivers are. Like, how would you through ADP? Just simply rank who you think the top 5 highest scoring receivers will be this year.
Let's see. Chase, definitely.
This
CeeDee
is in order.
Lamb. No, this is just top 5. CeeDee Lamb, Nico.
Wow.
I don't want to get that crazy. Is that 4?
Chase. You said Chase, Lamb, Nico.
Neighbors and Justin Jefferson.
Interesting. I'm surprised you put Nico that high.
Shout out to Dan. Yeah, I mean, ETR likes him, so I like him. I'm a simple man.
I love Nico. I told you I thought Nico could be the wide receiver 1 this year. I really think he has Nico in best ball scoring. Nico is the perfect archetype for this. He can have an 80-yard touchdown because he's a deep threat, but he's also a guy that demands targets that are more intermediate. So he'll get 15-yard completions. He's good after the catch. He's explosive and he can score those long touchdowns. Honestly, Nico and Lamb to me, outside of Chase, those are the 2 that I think have the highest likelihood of being the wide receiver 1 this year. Anthony, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. I guess I'm a little nervous. So 2 guys that I'm not, I guess, nervous about, but I could see kind of taking a little bit of a backseat compared to last year. Lamb and St. Brown. And I say that Lamb and St. Brown, yes. So my explanation for Lamb is that I think obviously they're very different type of receivers, different type of players, but I mean, with Pickens coming over, does that take a little bit of pressure off Lamb to the point where he doesn't have to necessarily command 11, 12 targets a game, and now he's in a 8, 9 range? Obviously 2 very different type of receivers, but still, I just wonder if that impacts him a little bit. And also do we know if Schottenheimer knows what he's doing at all? I know people hate McCarthy, but at the same time, Schottenheimer could just be a complete bust of a head coach pick, and maybe he just doesn't know what he's doing at all with the team. So I'm a little, again, not nervous about Lamb, but I could just see him taking a little bit of a dip from last year. And then who did I say? St. Brown. I mean, obviously anytime you lose a coordinator, especially a Ben Johnson, again, there's the potential that he could maybe take a little bit of a slide from last year. Obviously, I think St. Brown's going to demand a ton of targets, 10 plus targets a game anyhow, regardless, but could maybe see them taking a little bit of a slide. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I still love Jefferson. I feel he's the most slept on guy. Everybody hates Jefferson now for some reason. Nobody talks about him. I don't know if it's the quarterback situation.
Well, I mean, he's the second wide receiver drafted. So
yeah.
He's definitely getting respect in underdog, but it is tough to say, would you rather have, oh, damn, I said the 109, close. 107 still good.
Chip Skylark.
Say again?
Let's see.
Sorry, Chip Skylark, shiny teeth.
Brian's Chip's biggest fan.
I was just about to say, you can't draft a good team out of the 1 spot. Chip Skylark will find a way. I can guarantee you. You're going to look at the team and be like, dude, how did he get those players? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, stop glazing my guy, Chip.
Here's what I'm telling you now. Here's what he's going to do. Chip's a smart guy. He understands week 17. He doesn't need these tools to draft. He just has a big brain.
He doesn't need these tools to draft. He drafted 2,000 teams with the sidekick last year. He needs the tools. He needs help.
He doesn't need the tools. He just does it to take off less brain power. His start is going to be Jamar Chase. What's the guy's name? Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison, because he just wants a week 17 correlation, a combination that might not be as popular, as it should be, given where the ADPs are for those guys.
If that's actually his first 3 picks, I think you should buy a lotto ticket. Let's just take McBride just so we fuck up exactly what you just said. Just so it can't happen.
So if anyone's watching the stream and Chip's about the auto, that's so funny. If anyone's watching the stream and has all of the ADPs from last year's BRs, I would love for them to send that to me. You can send it to me on Twitter. that would change my life for the project that I'm working on. So that would be lovely. Late to the party, fast versus slow drafts matchups in playoffs like BBM. Tools equalize fast versus slow draft teams, fine for these tournaments. Yeah, that's actually interesting. That's an interesting take that the tool can kind of reorient you faster. So like it's not as hard to draft fast and like especially multi-table them. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just being able to multitask, like have 3 or 4 drafts going at the same time without having to think about what's going on.
So we're on deck here. I'm on Ra, Gibbs, Puka, Nico, Genti. Anyone jumping out?
Probably
I'm
St.
a
Brown.
Genti.
Or Collins. You like Collins? You want to?
I like Puka too. Puka's fun.
But you just got taken.
Puka goes.
Sad. I'm St. Brown or Nico. I'm probably Nico. Nico has a fun matchup against. We could get Nico and Lad, and that's a Week 17 matchup against the Chargers. That's fun.
Compelled I am.
And like that's an ADP where like we probably will be able to get. Like Lad, I'd be surprised if Lad went before we make our next pick.
Yeah, just going back to this, like, well, I just want to emphasize that the people that are playing Best Ball Mania for Edge are kind of freaks, to be honest. Like, sure, you can have a 20% edge. If you like actually sim out how often you realize that 20% edge, you have to be alive for like 4,000 years. Like, I'm not even joking because it's such a big tournament, 700,000 people. You actually will never realize it. You have to literally be alive for 7,000 years. So like, yes, I do like to play it because I have an edge, but like, does it really matter? Probably not.
You know why people think it's not as difficult to win these tournaments as it may seem? Like if you say like, oh, you have a 1 in 672,000 chance to win BBM, like that obviously people understand is like insane. But like if you just break it down as like top 2 of 12, top 1 of 10, top 1 of 10, and then win it all, like the way that it's structured, it makes it feel like it's easier to do. But if you take those percentages, like 18% times 10% times 10% times
10 factorial.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I need to break out my little abacus on the side.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to most people, especially because I think a lot of people who play this are more fantasy football people than like DFS and gambling people, and like they just don't really understand percentages and stuff like that and odds. So it just kind of it's a little different, like because like my brain is fucking fried from playing daily fantasy all day. So like I just think of it in a different way, I think. I mean, Best Ball Mania is a $3,000 tax write-off, basically. All right, do you want to do Lad?
I love Lad. That's a fun.
I'm so excited to see what Chipsy does.
Is he back or is he going to auto?
Call me John Connor. I will take down all AI tools. I am that good. That's what we like to hear. The year the robots are banned, we'll be back. So wait, Houston and the Chargers. That's a Week 17.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure it's supposed to like tell us the matchups on here, but I don't know how to set it up.
I like the fact that they have that underdog has the buys, but let me tell you, I couldn't care less about what the buys are unless I'm like torn between 2 quarterbacks, and if it's only a 2 QB team, I don't really think like I wouldn't really sacrifice. I'd rather take the better player, and have a buy on the same week than not. Like I don't think I'd really look at the buys much, but it is fun to see.
Okay, so we can customize the tool. Do like how like we can put how much we want team stacking to weigh.
Well, what's the default?
Low, medium, high, max. Default is medium.
I like medium.
All right. ADP value weight. I changed. It was on medium. I put it on high. Everything started off on medium.
Okay.
ADP value.
I'd rather have it. I'd rather have it tied to ADP value personally.
Yeah, I have that high. Week 17 weight.
I'd put that at high as well.
Okay. Week 16 weight.
Couldn't care less.
Low.
I'll put
medium, maybe.
I'll put low.
Negative.
And then week 15 weight, I'll put 0 to low.
Negative.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that.
Oh, sad.
He doesn't know ball, right?
Chip got sniped on McBride.
Unfortunate.
Ooh. Is that what you said? Did you say Chase McBride and Higgins?
No, I said Marv.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. That would have been really funny. And weird.
So there's a clear pick for us here coming up.
Chase Brown, right?
That is absolutely the correct pick.
That is the correct pick.
Why do you think so?
I think Chase
I'm
Brown
trying
is
to learn.
going. I think Chase Brown is going to score a lot of fantasy points this year.
Those are usually good players to pick. What do you guys think about Tyreek Hill?
I don't
Not
think much of him.
draftable.
Yeah,
Do you see the thing with like the Colts, the schedule
Yes.
video? Had to get taken down. That was funny.
That was so funny. I was cracking
And he
up.
and apparently he didn't care. Apparently he was like, "Oh, you should have left it up." I don't know if you saw that. He tweeted out, he was like, "Oh, you should have left it up. That was a good one," or something.
Oh, that's funny.
I think
like
that dude
when
is
fun.
so freaking unbothered. Ever since he got the bag in Miami, he's just chilling. He is unbothered, man. He does not care.
Chipsy forgot he joined the draft. You hate to see it.
Chip, you can still redeem this draft, man.
Chip, don't rewind to the beginning of the draft where Brian glazes you. Definitely don't watch that.
I respect greatness.
I just like, I don't see how I don't like. Are we really going to be taking Puka, Nico, Jameer Gibbs, and Malik Neighbors over Ashton Genty all summer? Like, that feels so wrong. I want Ashton
should.
Genty at like 105.
No. How many times are we going to do this with these rookie running backs that like we're just going to first of all, how confident are we about that? Like people are like, "Oh, you know,
I mean,
who's the OC? I can't remember. I can never remember his name. The guy from Oregon.
Chip Kelly?
Chip Kelly?
Yes, Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
They
Wait, let's
like,
make
oh,
this
Chip
pick.
Kelly's the next thing. Like
Let's make this pick.
he's not. Spoiler alert. I like James Cook, but I hate sacrificing
give me the
receivers.
receiver.
I hate Metcalf. Let's do Sutton.
All right. ETR like Sutton. They also like Metcalf.
I mean, when you
I'm
think
not.
about
I'm
it,
not.
Genty could be anything. He could even be Jamar Gibbs.
That's true. I don't know. I just like
You're paying like for him to pay off that ADP. He has to finish as the RB4. You understand that, correct? Like it's not like
Incorrect.
you're getting him at the second
No.
round.
he needs to get 30 points in week 17.
How many times last year did I argue with you about Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, and Breece Hall being a 1-2 turn pick last year? We fought about it every stream. And like those are the types of players that you're drafting with him there.
What were
Good point,
Zeke
Chip.
and Saquon's rookie year
Good
stat
point,
wise?
Chip.
I do not know, but I think they were
Those teeth
good.
are getting shinier.
Really makes you think. What about Bijan? Bijan had a good rookie year too. Interesting.
And he still didn't pay off his ADP.
Says who?
Says anyone looking at the draft board and where they finished.
No.
Bijan did not pay off his ADP.
Chip, push Burrow if you have stones. We have to snipe Joe Burrow. We just have to do
Hey,
it.
we have Chase Brown.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Chip. Unfortunate.
Zeke had 1,600 rushing yards and 15 touchdowns.
Oh
last
my,
year.
yeah. Oh my God, undraftable. I would hate if Ashton Genty got 1,500 yards. That would fucking suck.
You know what? 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns. It still probably doesn't pay off his ADP.
Paying off ADP, it does not matter. That makes no sense. I hate that argument. If he gets 30 points in week 17, you need him. So who
And they're
cares?
You
playing
could
the
say that about
Giants.
But you could say that about anybody.
Yeah, and I think he has a good chance to get 30 points in week 17. All right, let's make this pick before I get angry.
I mean, he's playing Sisters of the Blind that week, so he probably does have a good chance.
I like
Leans.
Addison.
This is ADP. RJ Harvey.
Oh, Kittle's nice.
I hate tight end early.
At what? Being old?
Kittle's great. Addison, Chuba. Chuba's good too.
Let's
I like the
take
receivers we got on the
Addison.
way back.
This team
Let's
is
take
fun.
Addison.
That's what I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Drafting in the middle of the board is the best spot to.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. Especially in 12 teams. Number one
This
pick,
just
so.
shows how little ball. I know that my first example was Bijan.
I know you
That's kinda
literally
sad.
you were proving my point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, but that's the thinking. Like Bijan had a good rookie
Yeah.
year, and he still
Zeke,
didn't pay off his
Saquon.
ADP. That's my point.
But paying off ADP doesn't matter. It's like, oh my
yes, it
god, he
does.
finished as the RB6 and he was drafted as the RB4. There's no way to make that up. He didn't pay off his ADP. It's over.
But that's like you're talking about it from a literal perspective. There's so much
Correct.
more to it than that.
Never.
You also have to weigh the fact that you're sacrificing on elite receiver by drafting a running back in a wide receiver heavy contest.
Yeah. I mean, what about Trent Richardson rookie year?
All
don't
right.
talk
What
about
are we
that.
doing with this pick here? Probably running back.
Oh, Ken Walker, easy. I love.
Didn't
Ken
they draft
Walker.
someone?
Yeah, they drafted Charbonnet 2 years ago in the second round.
Ooh, I don't know if I like. Sorry, I spam clicked Joe Burrow to make fun of Chip, but I hope it doesn't automatically take it because I did that.
Oh,
Ken Walker, how
motherfucker.
sad.
I'm not really high on Walker.
I
to be
like
honest.
Judkins and
What about Kamara? We love our old running backs here, man.
No, I veto Kamara. Sorry, Anthony.
No,
We should do Montgomery to stack with Addison.
Sure. Dome game.
I know I don't have to convince you to draft Montgomery.
Chip's the
I'm
draft.
surprised you didn't want to go with Judkins. You love Judkins, Brian.
Yeah, but not against the Steelers.
Valid.
Yeah. Chip gets sniped on Joe Burrow. That's so funny.
Is it unstacked? Has to be.
Of course.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a no badger. You got to give him. You know what? He didn't have ETR's tool. That would have told him it was like a 6.4 pick.
That's true. This guy does not have the tool. This is what ETR is trying to save us from. People sniping our quarterbacks. What they're doing is good. They're saving us.
They're screwing Chip.
You know. All right.
I like our team so far. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I have a lot of David Montgomery already in the 6 drafts I've done. I think I have like 60%.
Wow, that's pretty high.
I mean, it's my strategy of just picking the cheaper of the 2 running backs when there's 2 of them. That's why I didn't want to get Kenneth Walker anyway. I'd rather just take Charbonnet and pray.
Well, Charbonnet, they're like some of the handcuffs towards the after round 9 or 10. You want to just go after those guys that if they are like the true running back one, like they're going to project for like 16 points.
Yeah,
like there was a
like
stretch of
Charbonnet.
games last year where Charbonnet was literally projected for 17 plus. Like that's the type of player you want to take.
All right, we're on the clock. We could do Knicks.
No.
Any thoughts here?
I like
Shakir
Aaron
again?
Jones
No.
with Addison and Montgomery. Shakir is fine. I'll always take Shakir.
Yeah, we're doing Shakir.
Shakir's a fun player.
Depends who
didn't-
you ask.
Talk about like a team that didn't draft anybody. Like
Yeah.
they're like he's going to be the guy. He's going to be like a bad version of Amon Ra, but like he's going to project for, his 12.5 points every week, and every time he scores a touchdown, he'll probably get you 16.
I like him. He's steady Eddie. Steady Eddie.
Did you guys see the clip of the Bills GM like going off on like the radio guys for like complaining about them not drafting any offensive players? That was
I
so
didn't
funny.
see that.
Yeah, that
I
was
gotta look
fun.
that up then.
Yeah, I'll send it to you after. It's good stuff though.
So I'll recap the team real quick as we wait a few picks before making our next selection here.
Oh,
Once
you're
I
ready
can see
for the screen. I was going to give you the draft board.
Oh, well, I'm a little slow today. This is my flu game. So running backs: Chase Brown, David Montgomery. Wide receivers: Nico, Ladd, Cortland Sutton, Jordan Addison, and Khalil Shakir. It's a pretty fun team. 2 starting running backs, not bad. Couple elite wide receivers that stack against each other in week 17. It's pretty good.
I'm just going to queue up all the quarterbacks that we can stack.
Oh, to me, this is wait and just take Herbert and McCarthy.
I kind of like Bo Nix
Why do you like Bo Nix 25 round picks earlier than Justin Herbert?
because he had 400 rushing yards last year.
Justin Herbert still probably scored more points.
He was a rookie. He didn't. Eat it.
Oh, okay.
I do like some Brian Robinson.
Brian Robinson's fun. Hawkinson also correlates. I know we don't like to correlate on our teams.
What do you want, Anthony Nix or Brian Robinson?
Oh God, if that's the choices, Brian Robinson.
I kind of like Knicks.
Oh, sad.
Let's go. I win.
Man, we ruined the team.
What do you have against Knicks?
I'd rather take somebody who's proven to be good in Justin Herbert or
Yeah, but Brian
Dak or
Robinson's
Kyler.
poopy.
Picking
We
players
just
who've
took-
proven to be good has never won anyone money. Gotta
We
pick the
just
players
took-
who might not.
We just took Bo Nix 3 picks after Patrick Mahomes. Like he's now the QB5.
You're right. No, I disagree with that. He should be going ahead of Mahomes. Mahomes doesn't
Correct.
score.
Oh,
He's not
Mahomes
gonna
is
have
washed.
Rasheed
Mahomes
Rice.
is dead. Travis Kelce's got his girl. Mahomes doesn't care anymore. He's rich.
Yeah.
The team stinks. Push the plane. He actually pushed the plane. That's funny.
did he
Yeah,
actually?
my guy,
'Cause
though.
I think.
he just double stacked Tampa Bay. That can't be an accident.
I don't know. Maybe. Brian's trying to win his home league, not $2 million. Sad if you ask me, to be honest.
I don't know, man. When you have when your first 2 picks are freaking Nico Collins and Ladd McConkey in week 17, I'm not wanting to take Bo Nix 25 spots before Herbert or Stroud. My bad.
It's unfortunate. He might
We can
not.
still get Herbert and Stroud.
Chip, can you please defend me that taking Bo Nix 25 spots before either of our number 1 or 2 wide receivers in the same
Of course
game
he's going
is
to
bad?
defend you. You just glazed him for 20 minutes.
No, because he's not a bad
We
player.
need to focus on this pick. Get back on the right foot.
We could still get those 2 QBs though. That's the thing.
We can wait if we want.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I would like Mason because he correlates, or is that too important to not do?
I think we should pass on it. All right, I'll do Mason.
It's getting chippy in here. No pun intended.
We do not have shiny teeth right now. That is not good. Yeah, I don't know. Do you like of these 3 quarterbacks? The last one I want is Justin Herbert. Is that dumb?
Yes, extremely dumb.
I don't know. I'm good with any of them, but yeah.
What's the difference in argument? I mean, like what's the reason to pick? I can't even get the thought out. I'm so messed up with this. I just come back to me in a minute.
Well, Chip thinks that reaching 9 picks for Bo Nix just ruined the fucking team. So
it's not about reaching 9 picks for Knicks. Oh, that's fun. It's about the fact that we have our 1 and 2 wide receivers, 20 picks available later. Like, do the 2v2. Would you rather have Brian Robinson, who went the pick after Bo Nix, Brian Robinson and Herbert, or Bo Nix and Jordan Mason?
Time will tell.
I don't know.
Time told.
Here's a great example of this tool being fucking stupid. It wants us to take Brock Purdy, and we have no 49ers. So,
Well, that's
I don't
probably
even
because
know.
you put ADP value at high.
What do you make of the 49ers this year? I forget they don't have Debo anymore.
do we
All
want
in
to do
already.
Evan Ingram here? Get the Bo Nix double.
Oh,
I mean, we're already into it. We're already invested. We
I
can do
know.
Charbonnet if you want.
Is Mims there? I'd rather take Mims.
Mims.
Ew.
Yes, Marvin Mims, the number 2 receiver on the team that you reached the quarterback for.
I don't want the number 2 receiver. I want the number 1 receiver.
Oh, good God. I mean,
Whatever,
oh,
whatever quarterback you take, just make sure to push them as far as possible, just so you never get them stacked, and only take them if there's 20 picks of ADP value. Otherwise, the team is dead.
and you know what? That's how you build a super team.
Pat Bryant.
Right.
Got to have the quarterback on the team that's going to run the ball 35 times a game. You hate to see it. I want the team that's going to run the ball 35 times a game, but with their quarterback in Bo Nix.
Ghost, I would recommend going to look at the game log for the last 8 weeks of the season. I think you'll be mildly surprised by the Chargers.
Mildly.
Mildly.
Well,
So
now
then
they got
who's-
the best running back in the league, so it's all going to change this year. Najee Harris.
Yeah, true. ETR is going to love that projection, huh? That's going to feed my family, that projection.
Now, I know the next pick for us. And if you say no, I will be really angry because you made me go into this Denver hellhole here, that we're in here.
Marvin
Oh,
Mims.
Hollywood went. Okay, never mind. I'm good.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was it. And that's not even an inspiring pick.
So we got 7 picks of Justin Herbert value if we want to do that.
Brian,
Speak to me.
Whatever.
Are you against this?
I would have loved Herbert as our QB1.
Oh my God, we got Herbert as our
still could be.
QB2. Oh no, team's dead.
It's just funny. We get our quarterback, and we could have had Brian Robinson too, or Hawkinson to stack with Addison, but we don't like to stack.
Oh, I didn't see. I would have done Hawkinson. You said it was either Brian Robinson or Nix.
Well, I didn't want Hawkinson.
No, I said Hawkinson, and Eric said he doesn't like elite tight ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we also have everything.
I guess there was a difference of opinion in the draft room here.
Yeah, and I'm steering the draft, so we pick who I want.
That's always how it goes.
Especially, honestly, it's usually not that bad, but the
Yeah.
20-second clock really messes with me. Maybe next week we'll do 30 seconds.
It's not like I suggested it before entering this one that we should do 30 seconds to think about our picks.
Brian and me are like all the guys who were in the Browns draft room who did not want to take Shador Dash, and then like the owner just stepped in and took him anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. Very accurate. Very accurate.
That's true. Stroud goes. That's unfortunate. I kind of would prefer McCaffrey or McCarthy.
I was thinking about this a bit. I think it's almost stupid to like have, if you have like Chargers and Houston play, I think it's almost stupid to have both. If you only do 2 quarterbacks, that is, I think it's stupid to have both quarterbacks on your team. Like I would want diversification of multiple games. Like if it's a shootout, great.
Wait, you got to explain to me who's playing week 17.
You're saying
Houston,
Chargers and Texans?
Oh, sorry. Houston and Chargers, Texans and Chargers.
Oh,
I don't think I'd want if I was doing a 2 quarterback team, I don't think I would want them on the same
do we
team.
want to do McCarthy here or no?
Yeah, McCarthy's the pick. It's almost like we could have just erased the Bo Nix pick entirely and been in a better spot.
I just disagree.
Oh,
yeah, I was thinking about going back to the eliminator that just popped in my head. I was thinking about the other day, right? So when you're playing like, people are banned. Get out of my chat.
Thank you, Tunya.
Yeah, shut up. But I was thinking about the eliminator and how like when you play like head-to-heads, like 1v1s in DraftKings, like for like a single slate, you're not supposed to do any stacking because you want like to lower the variance of the team because you want to like get closer to the median projection. But if you have 3 chances at a stack, I think it is probably still optimal to stack, maybe even double, but I haven't gotten that far yet.
It's tough because it lowers your, like you said, if you have like 3 Lions and the Lions just come out and put a dud, like that team is probably not advancing. But if you have the player that you need for that week and the guy that you have on the Lions puts up 40, you'll probably win regardless of what your other players do.
Yeah.
I think it's a risk tolerance thing, as everything seems to be with underdog.
But also, speaking of variance, the fact that these NBA teams are still benching players in foul trouble in the playoffs makes my fucking blood boil.
Oh,
there's nothing more frustrating.
Jaylen Brown, yeah.
Jaylen Brown got benched because he had 5 fouls. Jalen Brunson sat 6 minutes because he had 5 fouls. Karl Anthony Towns had 4 fouls.
You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? They don't have Todd Golden as their coach.
That's true.
They had the Todd father. They had the Todd father leading the way. Celtics would probably still be winning the chip here.
Do we like Eckler? I like Eckler.
Oh, now you like Eckler.
I do.
I'd rather have Algier.
All right. That's fine with me.
I think Eckler could come back to us.
But it just drives me nuts when these players get benched in foul trouble. It's truly mind-boggling. I don't understand it.
This is another one you've been on for you. There's a few things that you just like can't get off of. This is one of them. The double jeopardy thing. You literally built a friggin' simulation to justify your point. That's another one.
It told me exactly what I was expecting. Just always bet it all. Who would have thought?
Injury pro. Well, hey, you know what? The guy building the robot builds a robot that tells him what he wants to have happen. Who would have thought?
I know you're right about the foul thing in like the NBA though. I know you're going to disagree on both fronts. I think you can justify it maybe more in college because players are just less disciplined. And I think that they just like, and also like, I don't know. I feel like in college, like even on plays when like they maybe should get out of the way, like they still try to play like hard defense. Whereas like in the NBA, I feel like you have just like veteran players who are like smarter and like kind of know what they're doing more. So like I don't know. I feel like in college it's more justifiable, but it's
So
still
like here's the
pretty
thing.
dumb
Here's the
regardless.
thing where you shouldn't do it no matter what. Because the points, if you score points, if that guy is playing from minutes 10 to 6, those points count the same as minutes
Yeah,
6
no,
to
you're
2.
right.
So it doesn't
You're
matter
right.
when they foul out, as long as they play the max amount of minutes. You're fouling them out on purpose by taking them out of the game.
Yeah, no, and you're right. And it's like you pull a guy out for 5 minutes, and the other team goes on a 15-4 run.
Right, then you lose.
You might have just fucked yourself.
But at least your guy didn't foul out, Anthony. This is
Right.
he's still on the floor as they lose.
He's only got 3 fouls at the end of the game. He's taking those 2 fouls home with him.
Yeah. All right, we need a receiver here.
Can I see the ADP?
Pat Bryant.
I'd probably go either Thielen or Wandale.
This guy's been mentioned more times than Jamar Chase on the stream.
Thielen's gonna
Bryant.
somehow we're gonna come into week 7 and Thielen's gonna project for 13 points like he always does. So we'll just take Thielen and shut up about it.
Yep.
He keeps chugging along.
Somehow.
He said this was going to probably be his last year, though.
Did they draft a receiver?
Tet McMillan.
Tet McMillan.
Oh, why did we just draft Adam Thielen?
Because he'll be the number 2. Honestly, he will be the number 1. I'm not.
You know what the answer is? Because it's going to be week 7. He's going to project for 13 points. That's why.
Or week 17, and he scores 20.
Did he last year?
I think he did, yeah. Because that was the game against the... No. Week 16, he had a good game. Because week 17, in whatever small $2 contest that is, where like only the top 3 get money, I had 5 of the highest scoring players for that week. Bryce Young, Bijan, Drake London, Trey McBride, and Adam friggin' Thielen. And Adam Thielen got like 3 points and lost me like $3,000, and I won nothing because I came in 4th.
That's kind of sick that you remember the team.
I mean, it was a great team.
I couldn't tell you who got me 7th place in MLB last night.
That's just rude.
I think it was a Marlin stack.
Wow. Balls.
I know. Bottom of the barrel stuff there. Pretty sad.
So you weren't even kidding about your Rockies stack, were you? You actually.
No, I was fully serious.
Wow.
Oh no, it was a Royal stack and Salvador Perez.
Oh, Bobby Witt.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You came in 7th with the guy getting it. Why would you take Salvador Perez?
Oh my god.
Talk about
Pat Corbin from my hometown.
Talk about ancient.
It's Patrick Corbin from your hometown. That's cool. That's a fun
Like,
fact.
well, a couple towns over, but
All right,
it's the
we'll
same
give it to
thing.
you.
Yeah.
Directionally accurate. Ooh, you know who I like? I don't want to say it because he's going to get sniped, but I like Braylon Allen.
Really? He was one of the worst efficient running backs last year.
When I watched him, he was good. That's all I know.
I would we could take him. I would put my hat in the ring for Dalton Schultz with the double and the correlation, but we might be able to get him on the way back.
What do you think, Anthony?
I kind of like taking Allen. I think we could probably push Schultz, right?
I'm just addicted to getting the backup running back on every team. I didn't see ETR said Dalton Schultz was a 10.0. I didn't see
We
that.
could still get him.
I saw that.
We could still get him.
I don't know, Anthony. It might be over.
I mean, you make fun of me, but my picks are all right.
Objectively right.
We've
They're
got to make it like
objective-
what, 7 picks here, 6 picks?
For the story we're telling with this team. I mean, our first 2 picks was Houston Chargers. Like, you should probably want to get the tight end in that same team where you have the quarterbacks double stacked.
Pat Bryant.
All right. So
He's my new favorite player.
after using the solver, the ETR tool for a little bit, what do you guys think?
I think it discriminates against colorblind people. Not inclusive to all parties involved. Is a terrible eyesore. And honestly, it doesn't really do much for me.
So everyone crying about how the best ball's dead and it's over. It maybe overreacted a little bit.
Nice. We got Schultz.
See,
And he's a
what I say?
10.0.
What I say?
Schultz is a 10.0 Raz guy.
We're so rich.
That's because somebody else decided to take Keenan Allen for God only knows why.
Brian, are you going to hand build BBM ranks?
I don't think I need to because I know the pockets of players I like at each like spot in ADP. Like I feel like I have a pretty good sense of where the tier breaks are. So, you know, I'm a guy that would probably, if I was to make my own, I would have quarterbacks push down maybe 5-10 spots on average. I think, you know, pushing the quarterback to try to get a super team is how I would want to build my teams. I think it's more just understanding the draft board and try to figure out how you're building your teams. So the rankings are sort of are more dynamic with how, the teams are. Like on this team, I would have picked Schultz in the last round just because of how we built the team. So it's building rankings to me is like kind of stupid because it's not fluid with how you're building a specific team.
Yeah, let me know what you want. In some dynamic rankings. I'll build a little tool.
I would like that.
I'm definitely, possibly, maybe, potentially, if I get bored, going to build one for dailies.
That's exciting.
But only for me, not for anyone else.
Do you have an MLB lineup tonight?
No, I didn't play anything tonight. I got home late.
Oh.
It was only a 2-game slate, so it was kind of weird. But
okay.
Yeah, there was like 5 games all day today.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was
like 3
games today. Yeah, Subway Series tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm hyped. All right, let's probably need a receiver here, I think.
I would go. I like Ray. Stacks with.
You always like him.
Stacks with Algier.
Every stream, yeah.
Stacks with Algier. And honestly, he kind of came on the last couple of weeks when
he was pretty good last year.
All right, if the ball knowers like him, I mean, this range is just ball knower city. So
when Penix took on the starting role, the person who was phased out the most was Darnell Mooney. Mooney kind of disappeared. Ray McLeod got a lot of targets. Him and London were like the 2 guys there.
Are we doing our Slayton pick? Or
no, I don't think we need to this time. I there's a couple guys I like.
Oh, he just went.
Oh, good.
Wait, okay. So there's a WNBA slate tomorrow, right? It is. There's 3 games, 3-gamer. Where do you think Paige Beckers is ranked? She's a rookie. You know Paige Beckers, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 3rd.
I would say 5th.
She is 5th. Nice job, Brian. You know ball. You know women's ball.
She's probably. I mean, I don't even know who.
I can tell you who's
probably behind Caitlin Clark.
No, not on the slate.
Oh, okay.
Not on the slate. She's ahead of Brittany Griner. Everyone knows Brittany Griner.
Brianna Stewart is ahead of her. Collier is it? Collier
101
is Asia Wilson.
She projects for 52 points, and the second highest player is 37.
Oh, so Asia Wilson's not on the slate either then?
No, it's she's Jokic, I guess.
I guess so.
All right, wait. Let's make this pick, and then we can discuss more ball.
The pick is 2-2. Is 2-2 gone? Or Royals?
Yeah, 2-2's gone.
Oh,
Royals.
I don't even know these players, so pick one.
Jalen Royals with the bring back for Denver. You reach on the quarterback, you got to pick the guy to score.
Yes.
Week 17, man. Try not to come in first place in your home league. Try to win $2 million.
Is Hollywood still on the Chiefs?
Yeah, he signed a 1-year deal, but he'll tear something in week 1 of the preseason.
I guess you could say he's injury prone.
Hollywood is injury prone. If there's a guy in the current league, it's him.
All right. Recap the team real quick. Bo Nix, Justin Herbert, McCarthy, Chase Brown, Montgomery, Mason, Algier, Braylon Allen, Nico Collins, McConkey, Sutton, Addison, Shakir, Thielen, McLeod, Royals, Evan Ingram, and Dalton Schultz.
It's not a bad team. I'd rather, honestly, I'm not saying this to be funny. Swap out Bo Nix for Brian Robinson. 2-6-8-2. That's my preferred build. That's probably what I would have liked. It's a good team, though.
I just don't do the 2 quarterbacks ever, so I can't get behind that.
Well, Bo Nix and Herbert have the same bye. Not something I care about, but will bother others.
Yeah, that would bother me. I don't know.
You care about it's so funny. You don't care about anything, but you care about the stupidest shit. that means literally nothing. How many times, honestly, how often are you not advancing from like week 1 to week 2? Like from week 14 to 15 by less than 20 points. Probably
I'm pretty sure the average difference from place 2 to place 3 is like 9 points.
Really? What about from place 1 to place 3? Oh yeah, let's see Chip's team. How did he recover? He went big on Tampa Bay.
Let's see. He stacked Baker, yeah. Jared Goff. Any Detroit guys. Naked Goff. Yep, that works. That plays.
He had Laporta, you dumbass.
Laporta. Nice job, Chip. Let's see. Let me pull.
Does he have any? Oh, where'd you go?
I want to pull up our draft report.
Oh, I was not done dissecting his team.
How do
Yeah, and I
I
was just about to say that. Click on the right. Click on the right, like where you could filter by team. Like, see where it says G for Gumby on the right,
yeah.
right above our team.
Chip's getting angry.
So
Baker,
Baker-
Goff,
wait.
Irving, Hampton, Charbonnet. Nice running backs, dude. They fucking suck, bro.
he's got
Chase,
2 starters and 4 high leverage backups.
Dude, it's gonna be so sick when Chase and Higgins go off in week 17. Too bad, no, bro. Smith,
Doesn't
Gonzo, Puka, Wilson, Coker, Tesla.
Receivers are nice.
Oh, he had the double stack. Yeah, he picked all the players that Brian likes. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's almost like Chip knows what he's doing. He has the double. He has like a triple Tampa Bay stack with the Devonta Smith bring back. Oh, it's a good team, Chip. I wish you didn't get autoed on those first 3 picks.
Brian wants Chip to show him his shiny teeth.
I'm going to pull up the draft report real quick, just so we can have the solver tell us that we drafted bad.
Anthony, what were your thoughts on the team and the ETR tool more specifically?
Yeah, I don't really like the tool. I don't know. It's just like, to me, it's just too much of a distraction. I don't know. I don't really.
I tend to agree.
Yeah, maybe. Wow, we're stacked up week 17. All right.
I like the little
that's
report card though. The report card's fun.
This is fun. I will say I like this a lot. This is the best part of it. $39
Wow,
a
look
month
at that
for
Bo Nix pick. Woo, negative 9.4 at ADP value.
this. What are we thinking?
The worst
no
pick
way to
on the
recover
board.
that.
Literally, it was the worst pick on the board for us.
But you didn't like Braylon Allen either, and he was the best pick on the board according to this. So
Yeah.
Makes you think.
yeah, makes
It
you
does.
think. Whoa, what was
Oh,
that?
sorry. Does it
Chip
analyze
wants to
other
know if it
teams
analyzes
too?
other teams.
It does not. I cannot give you your team, unfortunately. Any closing thoughts, fellas? You guys want to hop in a WNBA draft?
Oh God.
No, I'm kidding. Any thoughts before we go?
I think best ball is still alive and well. I think if people use their brains and memorize the schedule, they will probably do better than an ETR tool. Stay drafting, stay memorizing, and we'll see you next time.
Wait, how'd you memorize the week 17 schedule?
Yeah.
Flashcards, Quizlet.
I looked at it for 5 minutes and that was it.
Oh, no, I can't.
Photographic memory. Wow.
It's I prefer photogenic.
Yeah. Well, your next challenge is all the Division I college basketball teams. So get
I'll leave that
studying.
to you.
All right.
All right, fellas. Thanks
Thanks for joining in.
Peace.
All right, peace.